season 2, episode 12, I believe, The Representative. I've been wanting to do a podcast about this for so very, very long, right? I've been wanting to talk about the representative. You guys have probably heard me say, I always say that my sister said, which is facts, hashtag facts, that the person that you meet in the beginning is the imposter. The real person shows up somewhere down the line, right? Because we have this desperate need to impress people, right? We want to impress people. We want to put our best foot forward. First impressions are lasting impressions, thus and so. And I'm here to tell you today that is the biggest crock of shit ever unleashed on this planet, right? We're so busy trying to impress people, which I do not get. I don't get. One thing about the representative, and one thing about me and my gifts and how my gifts are set up, right? And I've talked to you guys about this a lot of times, is that I know I can spot a representative a mile off, right? And it's this thing that I do, intentionally or unintentionally, I really don't know. But it's what I like to call stepping on, like laying on their buzzer, like laying on their doorbell. Like the first time you come to the door, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm here. You didn't need to lay on my doorbell like that. I'm going to continue to lay on your doorbell. And finally, the true you is going to show up. I love to do that. And once I see the true you, then I'm like, there you are. But why, my question is today, can't we just be the real you from conception? Some people can read you. And I don't understand if people don't get that. They don't understand. They don't understand, overstand. I can see, feel, sense, smell. I use all my senses. The real you. And if you're putting forth a pretense, if you're saying things from your mouth that you don't mean, if you're talking in circles and you're not showing up as who you really are, I'm gonna lay on your buzzer, right? So my question is, why can't people be who they are from beginning? Why can't we just take the mask off? Why can't we just destroy the mask and show up as yourself? And it doesn't matter how many times you say, just be you, just be organic, just be you, let this happen organic. You ain't got to be nobody else, for me. Just be you. Because that's what I want to see, is you, right? I want to see the real you now, right? I don't want to see the real you 6 months from now. I don't want to see the real you next year. I want to see the real you now. Because then the real you, I can decipher, this person is cool as hell. I love your transparency. I love your honesty. But if you're deceiving me, I pick up on deception very, very well. I pick up on deception really fast, right? I know when somebody is lying to me. And I don't care how sweet you make it sound. I don't care how much syrup you pour on it, how much sugar and honey and all the sweet stuff you put on it. Powdered sugar, pure cane sugar, brown sugar, I don't care. Maple syrup. I don't care how you sweeten it. My favorite quote is, just because you pour syrup on shit, it don't make it pancakes. But I digress. So why don't we just show up as who we are? Okay, one, we've already established we're worried about what people are going to say about us, right? We're wondering if we're worried about if people are going to departmentalize us and try to put us in the I don't want to hang. They're not one of the cool kids. We're worried and we're trying to overcome like who we were as kids or whatever our circumstance was when we were kids, whether we were poor, whether we were dirty, whether we were children or products of domestic violence, whatever, right? As adults, we're still trying to erase our past, right? We're trying to erase our past. The song that's playing in my head, like, look at me now, right? I know people who won't even post pictures of them in their childhood. It's so painful for them to look at. But the thing that has to happen, I think, is that we have to go back and get that little kid, right? We got to go back and find that little wounded kid, that little hurt kid, that little scared kid, that little kid that didn't have any friends, that little kid that got picked on, that little kid, whatever your little kid looks like. We got to go back and find that little kid and merge the little kid with your big grown adult self, right? Because you're only as whole and complete and productive as that little kid is, right? If that little kid is still back there wondering, why did this happen to me? Or why was this my life? Or why? As an adult, you're still in that space of why? Why did this happen to me? Why did this? Why did that? You know, you're still in that space. So we have to go back and we have to find those little kids and we need to heal them. That's what I say when you guys hear me say, do the work. And when I say do the work, that don't necessarily mean that just because you go back and find that little kid that it's going to be instant. It's going to be instant. Because it's not. It is hard work. Healing your brokenness, healing your inner child, that's hard work. That is hard work. It is hard. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and pretend that it's easy, because it's painful. And a lot of people don't, a lot of us, I myself included, didn't want to go back, didn't want to go back and face that, like I said in my other podcast, we think that eventually time will take care of it. Yeah, time will take care of it. It'll give you distance from it, right? It'll distance you from it. But you don't realize that you're still affected by it. It's just like, say, if somebody cuts you or somebody hits you in the head with a brick when you're a little kid, because that actually happened to me. Somebody hit you in the head with a brick. Yeah, you move past that, right? But every time I look in the mirror, I see that little spot on my face where this person hit me in the head with the brick, right? And every time I touch that scar or look at that scar, it's a reminder of what happened, right? So our physical scars and our internal scars are really no different. Some are just, like I said, they're physical and there's internal scars. But the outer scars, you can see like skin over it, or you can see like a mark or whatever. But on the inside, you're bruised and hurt and damaged in that same manner. Right?